Today we're dissecting one of the slickest, most sophisticated philosophical hijacks in all Western history. This is how Thomas Aquinas took Aristotle's clean, biological map of the soul and twisted it to keep the immortal afterlife intact. Here we go. Let's start with Aristotle's actual position. In De Anima, he lays out it plainly and in brutal honesty. The soul is not some ghost that floats away when the body dies. It is the form of the body itself, the actual living function of a living thing. This is like sight is to an eyeball. If you smash the eye, you don't have any sight. So if you smash the body, the soul stops. Full stop. No immortal ghost, no heaven waiting room, no separation, just biology doing its thing. Cold, clean, no cope. Now enter Thomas Aquinas in the 13th century. He wants Aristotle's entire system. He wants his philosophy, he wants his logic. He sees how clean it is, how good it is. He wants all of it. But he's a Catholic. And he sees Aristotle's system. He knows it's the best tool in the market. But he also needs the immortal soul that survives death, goes to heaven, and gets the body back at the resurrection. That's what they need. So how's he going to unite these two? So he pulls off one of the greatest intellectual sleights of hand in recorded history. Aquinas keeps Aristotle's language and categories and flips the meaning on the most important part. Aquinas says, okay, most of the soul is tied to the body, exactly like Aristotle said, but the human intellect part is a special, substantive form. It can exist without the body because it does immaterial things, like understanding universals. In other words, Aquinas turns the soul into a radio signal. Aristotle said that if you smash the radio, the signal stops. Aquinas says, this particular radio signal keeps broadcasting even after the radio is destroyed. And later God will take that radio signal and give it a brand new glorified body. It's a new radio, of course. 21st century radio. Ridiculous. This is how they keep upgrading the cave. They didn't just throw Aristotle out. The Catholic Church took one of its best minds, Aquinas, and Aquinas took one of the best minds of all mankind, Aristotle, and hijacked it and used the single most important piece, the nature of the soul, and twisted it so that the afterlife doctrine could stay locked in. Once they did that, even the best secular tools were secretly working for the old map. The Thomists still run this patch version today like it's the final boss of philosophy. This is peak human society behavior. They take the cleanest map available, twist the core definition, and feed the new version back into the prison so that the prisoners of the old myth survive, only running on their program now. This is how the simulation works. But it's time for the maps to be exposed. See you on the next one. Oh, and just in case you wanted the text, Aristotle's De Anima, where he talks about soul being the form of the body, is found in De Anima Book 2, Chapter 1, De Anima Book 2, Chapter 2, and what Thomas Aquinas poaches and distorts is De Anima Book 3, Chapter 5, where Aristotle leaves a little wiggle room and Aquinas comes in with a crowbar. See you next time.